Alright, I believe I'm live. Let's adjust all this. Let's mute my phone. Got a lot of spam calls lately, so I don't feel like being bothered. About 6 minutes to go. I just want to make sure I started on time. I think last year I cut it close. Or I started late, I think, last time. I can't remember. I'm not live. Oh, darn. About a minute. Okay. I'm not going to run commercials. Unfortunately, they will probably run on their own. Or maybe I should... Okay, I think I should just run a... We got time. Let me run 2 minutes, and I know it's weird to talk during it, but I don't want to sit here in silence. I think it's good so it doesn't run during everything. So here's a little bit for that. So apologize in advance if, you know, you're not used to that. Audio, you guys will have to tell me how to tweak. It sounds really quiet. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I ever turned Chrome back. I did not. All right. Hold on. I don't want to blow out everybody's ears. Why is it loading? There we go. All right, you can hear it now, right? Yeah, I forgot to turn Chrome up. I forgot why I turned it down in the first place. Or not all the way down, but lower. All right, I'm a little too close to my desk. There we go. All right, another chill stream, I guess. Is my webcam looking crap? Looked like I was a little out of focus there a little bit, but I think I'm fine now. All right. All right, Summer Games Fest. The Game Awards Summer Edition. You know, as a Cage fan, it'd be nice to get something Cage related, but I'm also not feral about it, so I don't care if they don't have Cage. We just, you know, they just canceled Missing Link, so the expectation that it will be here, I feel like, is a little insane, but it's always possible. I'm not going to sit here and say it's not going to happen, but I wouldn't bet on it if I were to put money down on that. You don't know why they can't give us a small combat trailer. I don't know. Maybe they didn't, maybe they're not that far off. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities why they're giving us just pictures, but you know. All right, let me see. Everything should be good, right? Yeah, I'm lucky to have a chill boss, because I was basically like, by the way, I'm leaving early today. I'm like, but you know, I'll come back later if I have to. And he's like, yeah, all right. Hey, Iced. Well, hey, everybody, actually. Been kind of looking at the layout, making sure everything's good. So yeah, you guys can tell me if the audio needs to be tweaked. I can't necessarily tell how you guys can hear it. I didn't really have time to sit there and test it. No, of course I punch out, but I basically left an hour early, a little bit more than that, just for this. I don't even know if he knows, but I didn't give him a reason. Did I finish Lightning Returns? I did. Don't know if I'll ever touch that game again. But the trilogy is complete. I can finally move on. So my next game is either DMC3, or if Liza P DLC comes out within the next week, we'll do that. Or vice versa, and then probably Expedition and Tactics after that, you know. Congrats on finishing the worst Square Enix game in the last 15 years. Really? The worst in 15? Maybe. I might agree with you on that. I definitely, if you wanted to know my opinion of the game while you know, during the credits yesterday, you can go watch it, because I definitely, I don't feel like reiterating all of it, but I definitely had a lot to say. I don't know. Overall, though, it's like not that good, but I still had some level of fun with it. It was just small. You managed to beat MF with Terra today. Nice. See, it's doable. I don't blame you guys if you put your Cage Clown makeup on. I am not expecting it during this. Cool if so. What would be my hopes? Because we got the Tactics remaster announced as State of Play, or remake even. I don't know. I guess it's like it's one of those in-betweens. Because it's like, you know, slight graphic updates, voices, and probably quality of life and stuff. So not like a full-on remake, but like a pretty close to one. If anything Cage-related were to be announced, it would have been during State of Play. I don't know about it. I don't know why. No, I don't think so. Remember, Square's not trying to be Sony only anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I'm always sitting here like I want a Spyro or a Crash to be announced, but I doubt I'll get that. Maybe we'll get the Liza P date for the DLC announced. Very small chance maybe of like a 7R Part 3 little teaser. Probably not though. That maybe like that would be like a Tokyo Game Show thing later on in the year. If even this year, you know, it's been a bit over a year since Part 2 or Rebirth came out, which is it's crazy to think about. All right, let me know if I need to change the volume. Oh man, I'm gonna get offended. Let's go.
Please welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Everybody clap. I'm not gonna clap because you guys don't want to hear that on the camera or on the mic. Just pretend I'm clapping. The after years. I didn't mind the after years that much. I had a cool boss rush. Final dungeon. Just FYI. I think Lightning Returns is worse than that.
A showcase to celebrate what's new and next in video games. Now, every year, we have the distinct honor of coming together to spotlight the boundless creativity that defines our industry. Thank you all for joining us and giving us your time. And special thanks to Dante. I was reading my feed this morning.
Dante from Devil May Cry.
A date, and he hopes I don't disappoint him. Dante, we're going to do our
new Devil May Cry announced.
We have a really fun show ahead. Over the next 2 hours, we're going to give you a whirlwind tour of dozens of games from studios big and small.
There's got to be at least some good stuff in this. They wouldn't just have
zombies to Marvel heroes.
No zombies though. I don't like that he said zombies at all.
Including, yes, some brand new game announcements.
Only 2 of them, but we do have them.
Some of those.
Some.
Now, before we dive into the excitement, let's take a moment to recognize just how dynamic our industry has become. Here's a look at the top 10 selling new games on Steam so far in 2025 by units, according to Game
Split Fiction,
Pro.
Expedition, Night Ring. Yeah, those all look all pretty. Most of those seem pretty understandable.
With over 13 million units sold since February is Repo, a groundbreaking indie game crafted by a passionate team of
advertising that game for free? Maybe for free? I don't know.
Closely trailing it,
or did they pay for it? Maybe. Who knows?
TVGS, a solo developer in Australia.
I don't even know what that game is.
Inspiring that these indie creations
I guess there's a cat game.
Side by side with heavyweights like Monster Hunter Wilds and the Oblivion remake.
I don't know if Kiwi will ever play Split Fiction if we get that.
Now let's also applaud Claire Obscure from Sandfall. Okay.
Game of the Year.
They might get some nominations at the end of the year. We're not there yet. But it is a monumental achievement, earning the highest user Metacritic score ever recorded for a game, all from a team of under 30 developers who bravely stepped away from big publishers to forge their own path.
That's what you gotta do now, you know? I gotta get away from some of these corporate companies that kills
like Unreal,
the games.
Today's most innovative projects increasingly emerge from outside the traditional publisher system. And that's something to celebrate. But with more than 18,000 games released on Steam just last year, more than double from 2020, the challenge now is discovery. And that's precisely why events like Summer Game Fest, our partner showcases happening all weekend long, and initiatives like the Steam Next Fest are so essential. These events help remarkable games, big and small, find their audiences. And hopefully, if you're watching this show, you'll discover your next favorite game. So, in that spirit, let's kick things off with a game from an independent studio who is thinking very big. In 2017,
Square
4
Enix.
developers broke away from AAA publishers to chart their own course. Today, they're a
Ooh, it's a
thriving
hot coffee.
independent studio of 30 creators. And what you're about to see is a powerful testament to what passion, freedom, and a small, dedicated team can achieve.
The
Let's take a
volume,
look
you guys didn't
at our
ever
first new
confirm
game
volume's
announcement.
good, right? It's 5 p.m. I don't care. Just can have coffee whenever I want. It's fine. All right, cool. I guessed correctly. Nice, nice.
You think you're the Harbinger?
I haven't the slightest.
Be.
DMCA? I didn't recognize the band, but it's probably DMCA, I bet.
They know naught of your nature. You're a weapon, child.
This has Stranger of Paradise Jack vibes right now. I don't know. Remember how funny that shit was when that first trailer? Yeah, I mean, this doesn't really look like Souls like.
They'll worship you until you fail. Then what?
Good rock music, I guess, though. Yeah, this is probably not a game I'll play, to be honest. I'm sure it looks decent. Oh man, that looked like a parry. Gotta have that in every action RPG now. Okay. Good timing. Thank you, Crimson, for the 48-month sub. Appreciate if you stay sub so long. Thank you for that support. Now I gotta play it. Yeah, no, I think I'm breaking away from the have to play every parry game now that they all have them.
The End, the Nexus War, Galactus Fight, or even live at Risky Reels. Over the years, Fortnite has innovated.
Yeah, no, I agree. That was a
mass-scale
strong state of
live
play.
annual events.
They
Tomorrow, Fortnite is set to do it again across
it's like it
console,
was
PC,
just
and
it had a
phone.
wide
The
variety
Death
of
Star
stuff,
Super
and it did
Laser
it
is
pretty
charged
well,
and
minus
ready
the
to
end. The end was
decimate
stupid.
Battle Royale Island.
I thought
But
the
there's still
10-minute
hope.
interview was
You and your
a
friends
flop.
can join the fight. Here's the first exclusive look at what you'll be part of.
But everything else I
tomorrow
think was
in the
pretty
brand
solid,
new
yeah.
Live event, Death Star Sabotage.
I think as a viewer, it's a good idea to get used to watching these without getting exactly what you want out of it. You'll appreciate them more than come out salty being like, oh, worst event I've ever watched. They didn't have my 2 franchises I like in it. You know? The only 2 franchises I play.
Hit him with everything you've got.
Alright. Star Wars game 75. Not playing.
Think I saw Jonesy. All right. Right now, it is an honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary.
Does he? Yeah, he has like a monopoly on game presentation events now. Yeah.
With each of his games, he pushes the
To
game
be fair,
medium
without
in
him, we
bold
probably wouldn't have
directions.
anything.
We
Well,
are honored to have
to
him
this
with us for
scale,
the
so
first
it's like
time
I guess
at
we
Summer
got to
Game
give him
Fest in
credit for
person.
that.
Please, everyone, join me in welcoming the great Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Oh my God, he's here, of course. All right, Death Stranding, 20-minute trailer time. Let's go. He's every one of these.
Aki, great to see you. Mr. Kojima, here we are. The world tour begins at Summer Game Fest. It's great to have you here. We are so excited for DS2. So let me ask you, Mr. Kojima, you've worked for many years on this project. What do you hope players take away from DS2 when they play it later this month?
DS1 が出た後にコロナになったの
Well,
で、
we hit the pandemic after
まあ
we released
僕ら皆さ
DS1.
ん、コロナを体験したと思う
Everyone
ので、
experienced
コ
the
ロナを体
pandemic.
験した中での
So,
新しいつながりというか、
I wanted to
それをも
show
う一度ゲー
something
ムをプレイし
new
ながら、
connection
考えていただきたいと
after
思い
we
ます。
faced the pandemic. So I want everyone you to think about that when you play this game.
Okay, well, talking about playing the game, it's
I'm
coming out later
at
this
least
month,
they're not
but right
ending
now,
on
I know
Death
you're
Stranding.
preparing a
Sometimes they've done that
special
before.
exclusive clip for SGF.
I'm pretty
Let's
sure.
take a look at this.
I'm pretty sure one of them had that long trailer at the very end. All right, well, as long as it's not a 10-minute trailer, I'm not down with that. I don't want any game to have a 10-minute trailer. From what I heard, he actually speaks English, so I think he actually does understand English, unless I was lied to. I think he actually can speak English, but just chooses not to.
Welcome. Have a seat. Over here, please.
Just your average interview. What are you, insane? You can't smoke here.
No smoking, please.
A therapy
So you are
session,
new
yeah, maybe.
Lana. What do you do? For a living?
I'm a porter.
So thank you. We're good for the day.
10-minute therapy session cutscene, love it. Alright, let's see where this goes, I guess. Kojima should just make movies and TV. Probably, really. But I don't know, we'll see, yeah, who knows. Maybe Death Stranding 2 will be even better than the first, yeah.
So you made it then.
'Cause I do remember Death Stranding 1 was kind of mixed reception,
You really don't remember me.
even though I skipped on it. The fuck? I have no idea if this is a reference to the first game or if this is just all new shit.
You're alive.
Yeah, this is straight out of like just a movie show. What the fuck?
So much mystery. Well, that was a clip from the game, a cutscene. We saw a first glimpse of Neil and Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest, but we got a little bit more of them here. Tell us a little bit more about this clip and the characters of Neil and Lucy.
Who's excited for this kind of trailer? That's a very good question. I wonder.
It's a very important character,
ニールとルーシ
Neil
ー
and
で
Lucy.
まあちょっと詳しくは言えませんけ
I
ど
can't really say because there'll be spoilers.
手にカニ座の刻印が
You
2人ある
saw the cancer mark.
Do you think
both of their
Kojima gets to
hands.
show these for free because they're friends or something? You think he doesn't have to pay for it? So he just
Throughout
takes
the
advantage.
story.
Like maybe he strong arms Jeff
Last time,
a little bit.
We have Cliff,
で
who was
物
played
語
by
的に
Max.
は彼はもういなくな
And
った
of
の
course,
で
by story,
まあ 2では出せ
he
ない
will not be in
で今回
DS2.
ニールっていうのが
But this
マッ
time,
トさんの代わりというか
Neil
その
will
同
be
じような
like
役割を担って
playing like the role that
登場
Max
します
did for DS2
で
this
まあクリ
time.
フすごい人気あったので
Yeah, I'm checked out on this one.
超えるような
This would be like if they had 7R Part 3. No, even better. They had fucking Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer and then fucking Nomura comes on stage and explains like the cutscene you just watched. You know? If you remember in the last game.
Well, the game's going to be out in 20 days, so I'm not going to give any spoilers, you know. That's
I know.
what I brought today.
But there is more to share, and we won't
Where
have
the
to
fuck
wait
did
very long
Albert
to,
learn that?
learn more about the game. Actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest,
Who said
tune
that?
into the DS2 live game premiere, where Hideo will be joined by many members of the cast. He'll be sharing a new demo of the game, live gameplay demo, alongside Elle Fanning and Troy Baker, and I'll be there hosting it. And let's just say this is not the last that you've seen of Neil this weekend, and we'll leave it at that.
ニールのゲームプレイシーンっていうの
Yes.
を
Yeah, I think we can't. I think we're about on 10 minutes on this,
So
huh?
hope you enjoy.
On this,
will join
you
us
know.
Sunday too.
Excellent.
whatever. I think they're
Thank
stopping
you
now.
so much. Hideo Kojima, everyone. Great to see you, Mr. Kojima. Thank you.
All right. He showed up to show us a
All
therapy
right, and now I'd
cutscene
like to
and
introduce my
peaced
co-host
out.
for Summer Game Fest. She's along for the party, a veteran games journalist on GameSpot and the co-host of the Friends Per Second podcast. Please join me in welcoming the incredible Lucy James.
I don't know if I know who this is. Probably not. I hear games journalists and I get a little nervous because a lot of them are just garbage.
Thanks, Jeff, and hello, Summer Game Fest. I am so excited to be here this year.
She doesn't
Thank
do
you
the.
for having
Who's
me.
the one that does the
Now,
Game
we are
Awards
honored to
before he
reveal
shows
an
up?
Exciting new project
I don't think
from
that's
Raw
her.
Power Games.
Can't
A new
remember.
team headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark. Here you can engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory, and legacy, and lead
Not her,
massive
yeah, I don't think
armies
so.
into epic scale battles, as narrated by actor Tom Hardy.
Oh boy.
Shalt not kill. So the priests tell us. So the Lord commands. But ambitious men do not listen. I sought no war. But war found me.
Did I miss it? Did they say what this was, or is this just another war game?
I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths, once taken, have only one end.
I don't think it's Pokemon. I'm pretty sure it's not. I know a thing or two about Pokemon.
I shall find no peace.
They just said an actor's name. Yeah, that's all I heard. Tom Hardy.
There is only death.
Okay, well at least it's not just a cutscene, so that's good. You want to do that in your trailers, unless this isn't like a teaser.
Go write your own.
That background. That background felt a little JPEG-y, but I don't know. Maybe it's just the stream quality. Anyway, that's a pass.
That was a very cool new project in a brutal European medieval world. Now it's time to hang on to the edge of tomorrow. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is a thrilling new entry in the legacy of racing action games within the Sonic franchise.
Sonic Kart.
Crossworlds brings other worlds and familiar faces to
So we already
Sonic
heard about
Racing,
this
including
recently, I
surprise
think.
guest characters
It was like
being
a
revealed
trailer,
here
I
at
think, or was it a
SGF
leak? I
for
forget.
the first
Something.
time.
Hey, you know what kart game doesn't cost $80? Probably this one. Yeah, I think this was announced at Game Awards, right? Or maybe before that. I can't remember. At least we know it'll have a good soundtrack. So there's that, I guess. $15. Now I'm sure it's gonna be more than that. Oh, wow. That's interesting choice. What the fuck? Dude, that's gonna sell some copies. Wow, actually. What are they doing? This kind of shit is what I like more than Mario Kart. Oh my god, dude. They're picking all the, like, really good things right now, I think. This is why I wish, that's why I think stuff like this actually seems more interesting than Mario Kart when they do things like that. The Smash Bros. And racing games, yeah, really.
Coming in September, but
Instead
that
of
is
Mario
not
Kart, you know, you get
all.
to play, you know,
We'd
get the
like to
races like
introduce the man
fucking Blooper
behind the
and
creation of
cows or
everyone's
whatever,
favorite
you
blue
know.
hedgehog, Takashi Iizuka.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm honored to be here to talk about our latest Sonic Racing game. Sonic Racing Crossworld is the next generation of the Sonic Racing series. developed by Sonic Team and Sega Arcade Racing.
Yeah, for not assuming it's not
You can
$80, I
brand
would
new
say get that
experience
over
from
Mario
the
Kart,
new
but
feature
everybody plays
Travel
Mario
Link,
Kart, so yeah.
which you can warp in the race. Also,
Bring back Crash
unlike
Team
another
Racing
kart
again.
racing game,
Make a new one.
this game will have online cross-platform matchmaking.
Oh, okay.
So
Obviously,
you, can race
you want that,
against
or your
all
online
friends
dies fast in
across
these
all
games.
of the platform. Lastly, I have one more thing I'd like to show everyone here today. Take a look inside of
What
the
if they put
travel room.
Mario in this? That would be interesting. Oh my god. No. Wow.
Minecraft and Sonic.
If this is like Ultimate, Steve will be the fastest racer.
That's all I want. That's all I want. Next, we're excited to reveal a brand new action RPG from Bandai Namco Studios.
New?
Embark on a journey across a dark fantasy world.
Well, it's
and
not going to be
uncover
Tales of
a
the
vast
Abyss
story
remaster.
that eclipses time.
Unless they meant new as in a remake. I don't know. Probably not. Nope. Definitely does not look like Tales of the Abyss.
Time. For some, it heals. For others, it wounds. And for our world, it promises only oblivion. Our hopes lost long ago. But you have the power to change all of this. If time were a weapon to wield, could you undo the sins of ruin?
Time traveling action RPG. Alright, cool.
Or maybe the next. You'll find how to save us all.
Doesn't feel very character driven, I guess, so okay. I don't know, maybe I'll play it. Looks decent-ish. Oh. I don't remember the first one. I mean, I heard of it, but didn't know. Oh, what are we in Adland now? might try it. I think I'll need to see a demo or something of that. Code Vein one wasn't amazing. I don't remember hearing much about that. I just remember it existing. I had no idea what it even was. Like, it must have been a while ago. I can't remember it at all. I guess I should pay attention in case this is not just like an ad. they just sneak, like Kingdom Hearts into here somewhere. Alright, it looks terrible. Don't care anymore. Alright, we're in Adland. I know it's like, it's probably pretty mean to just be like, game looks like shit, but it's really hard to put some game, like what we just saw to this. It's a little hard to do that. Not playing it.
That was a very moody, cool new game. That was End of Abyss.
Code
the
Vein
new
1
title
released in
from
2019.
Alamos
Yeah.
Suite-based
Yeah, I guess that's a
Section
while
9
ago by
an
today's
atmospheric
standards.
action-adventure game coming in 2026 to the Epic Games Store and consoles. Next, we'll step into the black and white world of rubber hose animation with Mouse PI for Hire, developed by first-time developer Fumi Games and published by PlaySide, releasing later this year. Here's a quick new look at the game.
It was a single starving dev. It feels mean because like a lot of indie stuff, you know, they got to start somewhere, right? But it's so hard to show in these events.
Beware, Detective Pepper's in the house.
Why is this like?
There are those who have been the city to
It's like
their will.
Cuphead.
Wise guys and fake cheese wheels.
I don't. Did we see anything about this yet? I can't remember if this is familiar or not. It feels a little familiar.
They won't even know what
Yeah.
hit 'em.
There's Troy Baker again, I guess. 1 to 2 years ago. Wow.
Another role for Troy Baker. All right, that's not
They're like,
all
well,
from
Cuphead was
PlaySide.
popular,
Now comes the announcement of
so-
another ambitious project from this independent Australian developer. We've been talking to them for a while about this project, which builds on their recent launches of
Let's do
Kill
the
Knight,
same, yeah.
Age of
Wait,
Darkness.
whatever
This
happened?
takes
Wasn't there
things to a
another
whole new level.
Cuphead
It's a
knockoff that
premium,
was like bad or
real-time
something?
strategy game built for
That literally
PC,
just
based
stole
on
what
one
they
of the most
did.
iconic
Wasn't
fantasy
there
franchises
something like
in the
that?
world.
I'm not making that up. I'm
Guesses?
pretty sure.
Let's take a look.
Can't remember what it was though. I just remember it looked like garbage. Yeah, I was gonna say this is Game of Thrones. You could spot Jon Snow from like 50 feet away.
You may think you know how the game is played. But this is not the game you know.
Just remember, it can't be worse than the last season, right? People still care about Game of Thrones? Well, probably. I know a lot of people are pissed about how bad the last season was. But it was a pretty revolutionary, like, show, isn't it?
This is your legacy.
Cinematically, it looks fine. But what is game?
Who wins?
Also, we definitely had, remember, I think we saw this at the Game Awards. Like a teaser or something. Yeah, this is a little different than the show was.
Game of Thrones. War for Westeros.
All right, we still don't know what the game actually
All right,
is,
now it
but there
time
you
for
go.
the global reveal of an FPS action adventure RPG.
Okay, all right.
The great Silkovsky once said, one could count 1,000,000 billion
Not my, obviously not going to be my kind of game, but I always like to take a peek at it, you know? See just how interesting it can
If
be.
they were out there, they would have visited Earth. My answer is, maybe they will visit us. But time has not come yet for this. The dawn of a new era. The era of atomic.
There's a lot of twos in this. I hope they show Kingdom Hearts 2. Oh god, DMC, help. Anyway, I'm not gonna play this. Not my game. Looks a little whatever. Because I was thinking about, like, I want to start uploading these VODs to YouTube, but I remember when I did the Game Awards, you know, one with Snoop Dogg, I think it got content ID'd a little bit. Or muted or something. So I wish they would stop DMCAing. Yeah, they can't DMCA you for singing. I mean, they could try, maybe. For fuck's sake, dude, though. Nice. What the fuck is that? Man. At least there's a lot going on in the game. I guess you could say that. It's not quite just you know, when he said FPS, I know he added adventure onto that, so I wasn't sure what I was expecting. But yeah, I don't know, weird game. Does this actually appeal to anyone? I don't know. If they made a second one,
right.
I guess.
Atomic Heart 2 is in active development at Munfish on Unreal Engine 5.
Oh, you mean like the trailer doesn't appeal, probably, right?
With a retro-futuristic world on a global scale. And this
Yeah, this is like the fourth #2 game sequel we've had, I think. You know, Death Stranding 2, Code Vein 2, this 2. I think there was another one.
Is it recording?
I should have been paying attention. I don't know. This is the same game?
A giant cube. I can still barely believe it myself. When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know? I felt that same fear, though. A terrible sense of my own powerlessness.
Mm-hmm.
How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear, but revealed itself? What if it was always there, and we've only just started to see it?
How profound. Yeah, I'll let him know. Yeah, not for me.
Is yet another new project from Munfish, an MMORPG shooter set in the Atomic universe on a massive levitating cube. You can see there where the edges are constantly rotating to create unique gameplay combinations that are ever evolving. All right, let's jump into the Marvel Cosmic
I guess when he words
Invasion
like that, it
universe.
sounds kind of cool.
The new retro beat 'em up coming to PC and consoles this holiday with multiplayer fun for up to 4 players. You can pick between 15 Marvel characters to play, but so far only 7 have been revealed.
Do people still play beat 'em ups, or is it just like, oh, you know, my generation or something, or like what? Do like younger people play beat 'em ups still? You guess so? I don't know. Like, I obviously grew up with beat 'em ups, but I never really liked them. I played the Simpsons arcade at the arcade a lot, and then one of the X-Men ones. I think the original one, and I never liked them that much, so I never wanted to play them again. And they're still making them. It has its charm, I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot about turtles too. Yeah.
Oh my well. What is this place?
What is this, Onimusha again? Or was that Konami? I can never remember. I mixed them up. No, it's Capcom. This looks like Sekiro too. Well, it's not, unfortunately.
We both want the same thing, Musashi. But there's only room for one at the top. And it won't be a coward who runs from jewels. Words never did work between us, did they? Sasaki Ganyu.
Hi, wife. No elaboration needed. Anyway, I only played the first Onimusha. Never liked it. Maybe it got better eventually. When's the last time there was an Onimusha game? Other than a remaster, I think it's been a very long time.
Completely switch gears. You guys all know I love my puppets.
So it's probably supposed to be hype.
Project is one I've been tracking for a few years. As a team at Sans String Studios is using Unreal Engine 5 to create an insane digital puppeteering pipeline. It's actually a thing. What you're about to see is running completely in real time in Unreal, and I cannot wait to play it. Here is an unexpected new game announcement that combines comedic storytelling and arcade fighting action. Check this out.
All right, surprise me. I can't already. Maybe this is one of those unironically actually funny games. I don't know.
All right, you little sack of fuzzy shit. Show me what you got.
Yeah, they're trying to be unironically funny, I guess.
Gotta transform. Why are you even here? Don't waste my time.
Save us, Fuzzy, or we'll die.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Eat bread, crap, burnt toast, carb load. This mate ain't gonna be itself. I've been taking dumps in there all day. Jeff.
What is this, like Punch Out or something? Puppet edition. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't. That's a skip for me.
Super fun. Gotta wish list that, right? All right, well, next it's time to see the announcement of a brand new game. In Deception, we trust.
An ancient white castle deep in the mountains, lost to time and legend. Only the chosen find their way here. Gathered from every corner of the earth, divided yet bound. Wolves and lambs. Engaged in a perilous dance of wits, a game where truth is but a shadow. Enough theatrics, I'll get to the point. Killer Inn is a murder mystery action game. The killers lurk elusively in plain sight. Kill someone and a clue will remain. Hair, fingerprints.
So it's like Among Us, but not.
Clues, one step closer to unmasking the culprits. Who is guilty will eventually come to light. Wolves win by killing every lamb. Lambs win by rooting out every wolf. Such simple rules, but there's so much more to this game of
cool soundtrack.
Mystery. Complete quests to level up. Buy items with the gold you earn. Loot chests for weapons and armor. Steal items, blow up opponents, poison others, place traps. Discover one of your own is a wolf. Is killing not to your taste? Then you'd better escape the castle. Now the paths to victory are clear. You would do well to remember, deceit and deduction are your strongest weapons in this game of life or death. Your invitation awaits.
Square, though. I was gonna say that felt a little Yoko Eva song. What if it is? What if she's doing the soundtrack?
Where you compete in a game of life or death using social deduction skills to win. All right, it's hard to believe this next game was first announced at TGA in 2021. And though it's been a while,
What
the
the
recent
fuck?
tech tests prove that some things are definitely worth the wait. I'm of course talking about Arc Raiders. This is one of the most anticipated games of the year, and we're excited to share a new trailer which will tell you more.
Yeah,
about the mystery
not Cage 4. If you said
surrounding the world of
2022, then I
Speranza
would
and
have
the long-awaited launch
eyebrow
date
raised on that
coming
one.
later this year. From Embark Studios, here's the world premiere of the release date trailer for Arc Raiders.
I mean, tell me I'm wrong that song didn't sound like one of her tracks. That's why I was like a little bit like, good music. Anything interesting yet? Let's see. There's not really, but like Code Vein 2 looked okay. I don't know if I'll play it because everyone says the first one sucked, but it looked like a decent action RPG, a little bit Souls-like-y game.
Clear your mind of all distractions.
If you like Onimusha, there was another trailer, but you know.
Don't have to walk this path alone.
There's a lot of part 2s for sequels we're running into. I think we have like 4 of them so far.
Friends.
And whatever the fuck this is, I don't even remember seeing a apparently there was a trailer for this in 2021, and for some reason we haven't gotten an update until now. I guess, I don't know. So I don't care about whatever this is. You're practicing Hades Paradox and lost track of time. Oh yeah, you're doing that tomorrow, right? Might be able to tune into that one. I need to keep practicing the new strat, so I'm gonna try to do that tomorrow. Yeah, not really, not my game, obviously.
That's right, everyone. Arc Raiders is coming October 30th, 2025.
This is one of those things where I think it's taking too long to come out.
All right, Dune fans, now you can finally step onto the world of Arrakis yourself.
You know, these, yeah, extraction shooters, FPS games, looter shooters, you know, they can't take like 5+ years to come out anymore.
In just a few days on June
They're
10th,
already old
but
now.
you can play it right now in Steam Advanced Access. Here is a brand new look.
Hey, Von Frank. Yeah, I've been doing fine. OST sounds amazing, though. Well, for the last game, it sounded okay. It had a little bit of that, what, like, 70s, 80s feel. Probably 80s. More. This doesn't really feel like Dune. Yeah, I'm a little disinterested anyway. Not my thing. Oh, yeah, you heard Doom instead of Dune. Yeah, I get it. I didn't even think of that. How come we never get like long cool trailers like, well, I shouldn't say cool, like long trailers like this for a lot of like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts stuff? Like, if I got a Kingdom Hearts trailer that was this long, I probably would have, like, a 1.5 hour video watching it to upload. Because they get it out too early. Yeah, probably. I didn't want to say cool, because Square does technically make cool trailers. Unfortunately, obviously, they spoil a lot, usually. Oh, I think we're in Adland again.
Consumed by the void.
Wonder if we'll get an update on that Tides of Annihilation game. That's definitely like a highly anticipated game on my radar. Because it was announced at the Game Awards, I think. You know, and it looked like it was doing like pretty decently. Like it was a pretty, like they showed gameplay in the trailer too. That looked pretty fleshed out already. So you would think it's like doing pretty well. One of those stock sound effects.
Yet what then of those who deigned to turn back the hands of fate? To save what remains of our broken worlds, you need only take my hand. Return to the past.
Yeah, this might sound insane, but so far State of the Play is more interesting than Summer Game. I know we're only 45 minutes into a 2-hour presentation, but it's kind of crazy to think.
But the true lead of the story has yet to
We're in Adland still. Is this one of those gacha mobile games? If it looks like it. But I guess I don't know enough.
What is more compelling to you, sir?
This looks like it has to be one of those, right? Which one is it? It doesn't look like Genshin, right? Is it Wuthering Waves? There's another one too, I think. I don't remember the name. I think it's 2 hours. Unless I am stupid, I'm pretty sure it's 2 hours. Star Rail? Oh, yeah, that's another one, right? It is Genshin? Oh. I can't believe I don't know my waifu mobile gacha games that I don't play. Oh no, it is Wuthering Waves. Trying to gaslight me.
A rat in the vessel. Such a tiny.
I guess Jeff is taking a coffee break right now.
I know all your secrets. And don't come back.
All right. Anyway.
That's Mio, Memories in Orbit, a stunning new Metroidvania platformer that has a demo on Steam you can play right now as part of Next Fest. What you're about to see next
Yeah, they do
is a
look all the
stop-motion
same, yeah.
co-op platformer where everything has been crafted by hand. It's called Out of Words, and I'm honored to show it to you today.
What? I'm sorry, this is a game? Well, hey, no voice lines. Easy devs. Easy for devs, I mean. Okay, so this must be like a co-op game, I imagine, of some sort. Puzzle co-op.
Don't you see? We can't.
Come on, follow me.
Sometimes Kiwi and I try to play co-op games, and I don't know about this one.
What a really unique and different game. This August signals the release
Well,
of
that's true. There's
Mafia
not a whole lot of
Country, the
co-op
next entry
games,
in
I
the
guess.
acclaimed Mafia franchise from the team at Hangar 13.
How many
It's a
subs
gripping
for the
mob story
co-op?
set in
Yeah.
the brutal underworld of 1900 Sicily. Here is the Summer Game Fest trailer.
The fucking audience is killing me. How you can hear them so easily.
An enemy can't hurt you like a friend.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here.
My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don Torrisi looks out for people around.
Mafia 4. Oh, that wasn't this was also announced at Game Awards, I think.
Teach them a lesson.
Remind them of their obligations.
This is between us and Spadaro.
Where I come from, commitment means everything.
If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to commit to this family?
Enzo! We can't let them get away!
When Isabella became involved, it became our business.
Yeah, not my kind of game, you know.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
And who are you?
Maybe it's cool
Enzo?
though. Yeah.
And if you thought that guy was a stud, just wait till you see this next game. LEGO Voyagers captures the creative, hands-on spirit of classic LEGO play and will also support a Friends Pass, just like Split Fiction. Here's the first ever look.
I don't know about this one. I still think State of Play is more interesting than this right now. Isn't that, like, nuts? That doesn't sound right. There's got to be bangers coming soon, right? Seems co-op is coming back. Maybe. I mean... It shouldn't be hard to do because of online, you know? We're getting another Kojima interview? Yeah, probably. Here's another trailer from Death Stranding 2. I've never played a LEGO game, and I don't think I want to start. You know that, so Kiwi and I played, you know, a couple co-ops games here and there. One game that was actually really fun was Unravel 2. That was actually a pretty fun co-op game. That had a few pretty strong banger sound tracks.
Hello, Summer Game Fest! I'm Carolyn Lawrence, voice actor for a few familiar faces you might have grown up with on Nickelodeon.
Probably.
Some with squirrel suits, thank you. Some
Oh,
with science marks,
she's
and
Sandy,
some
what the
with
fuck?
serious attitude. Nickelodeon has always been about wild worlds and weirder characters.
That's funny.
And while I'm mostly sworn to secrecy today,
Why did she show up? What is it, a
I'm thrilled to
SpongeBob
have
game
a
coming?
hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters
SpongeBob
together
fighting
like
game.
never before. I hope you enjoy the first look at Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny.
Of course.
Yeehaw!
Well, that's an interesting introduction. I'll give him that. She said it in the accent, yeah.
Brave and wise and powerful and ridiculously handsome wizard would call upon his magic powers to summon the most ferocious, most awesome, most totally radical team of adventurers the land had ever seen. They alone would be able to... Imagination! Don't
This looks so stupid.
It's been almost 2 years since players first stepped into the role of Geppetto's puppet to save the city of Pratt from disease.
Oh, here it is.
Lies of P. Overture
When is it
a
coming
DLC
out?
expansion to Lies of P that transports players back in time with new characters, environments, and of course, imposing enemies and bosses. Here's the exclusive new look.
They're gonna spoil the whole fucking the trailer at this point. I am hyped for this. Alright, what are we playing next? This or DMC3? Let's see when this comes out. Yeah, these new weapons, yep. When the player sucks. Why is this a montage of him getting like shit on? What? What? What do you mean it's available today? All right, guys. Guess what we're doing after the stream?
All
After
platforms
this.
to play, so enjoy it this weekend. All right.
Wow. Well, I'm not streaming it this weekend, but next week we're doing it. We're doing it next week, guys.
With a DM that said, Doki Doki Literature Club.
Everybody's going to
Silent
play it
Hill.
now and
That
stopping.
piqued my
They should have did this
interest.
at the
I
end.
think you might get a kick out of this announcement too.
Why would they do it instantly? That's crazy. What the fuck, dude? I wonder how long the DLC is. Like, they showed a lot, so it's probably pretty longish. I would guess probably like a good 15, maybe 20. No, that's probably too much. I don't know.
Plates of food.
Guess it depends how long you get walled on fights. Good thing I finished Lightning Returns. Now we don't have to. Now we can go right. I guess I know that the DMC3 people that wanted to watch me play that are probably like, fuck. But Lies of P probably won't take more than like a few streams, so this is just DLC. Unless it's like insanely difficult. I'm gonna have to re-download that game. I think I deleted it. Yeah, whatever.
There's a hunger that feeds and
Today,
blows,
dude, wow.
And I will feed. And I will bloom.
I was like thinking maybe in like a month or something, but nope, today.
I wouldn't recommend eating those tomatoes. All right,
Yeah,
NCSoft
Liam, I
is
agree.
expanding its
It
Blade and
is
Soul universe.
feeling like that.
Let's take a look at the rich lore and dynamic action in Blade and Soul Neo, just out on Steam, and Blade and Soul Heroes coming soon.
Sorry, what now? Does not look great. It's a mobile game? Well, it's on Steam too. I don't know. I don't know about that. Okay, now what are we in Adland again? Alright. Anime. Oh no, this is the same thing, I think. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, 1 hour left. Liza P is my W, obviously. It's the only thing so far that I've even cared about. Why is she murdering those tigers? What the fuck?
Are you back for more?
Thank you, Kea, for the 106 month sub. Appreciate if you say sub so long. Thank you for that support. And the tier 2 still. Thank you very much for that. What the fuck? What's he doing here? It's crazy. Alright, what mobile gacha game is this? More ads. Yeah, we're in ad land now, yeah. I kind of wish, like, I don't know if they don't need to do that, but it would be kind of nice sometimes to know, you know? Because, I mean, that's the way it usually goes. He'll do an announcement, and then if it leads right immediately into another trailer, then you're like, all right, ad land. That's usually how it goes. So many identical art style games. It's tough, yeah. They should just do everything in AI now so that everything looks exactly the same and then get it over with. And we're heading that way, I'm pretty sure. Are you guys excited for when they're going to start making AI NPCs? Like, you know, your playthrough will be different every time because the NPCs will be, like, AI generated. Maybe they already do. Well, I mean, it probably would be discovered if they did do it that way specifically, but that wouldn't be a hideable thing, but... Ah, The Witcher 4. Oh yeah, they had the tech demo recently on the... Oh wait, we're just doing ads again. I guess. Was this an Unreal? Yeah, okay.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Human Creator is now fully integrated into Unreal Engine.
You're seeing me live in real time.
Squid Game will be coming to UEFN. It started with an epic mega grant, and it's now a serious contender for Game of the Year.
That Mongilsta Dive will be exclusively on the Epic.
I really gotta see what's so good about Expedition. I gotta play that. So we're Liza P, DMC3, Expedition, Tactics. That's my current year layout of casual games. That's assuming that it doesn't take me all the way until Tactics comes out to get to Expedition. But I want to buy it when it's on sale, though. I don't really want to buy it at full price in case I don't like it as much as everybody else does.
The course of nature. Unleashed genetic power across continents.
Jurassic Park.
Now it is up to us to nurture what we have set free, to find hope within this chaos.
Chaos. What the fuck is this? I'm just realizing, what the fuck is this?
Find a way.
What the fuck? Oh, you could build Jurassic Park? Okay, that might be kind of cool, I guess. Dinosaur fans eating right now, I guess. It's an interesting concept, yeah, because like you don't normally have something like that.
I'm Celia from Yacht Club Games. 10 years ago,
I forgot what they were doing
we broke
recently.
new ground with our first game, Shovel Knight.
Today, I'm
Shovel
thrilled
Knight
to share
2.
a world premiere
That already
look
is
at
that a
our
thing?
next IP, Mina the Hollower.
Oh, okay.
Mina continues our traditions of refining retro gameplay for a new generation. It's a bone-chilling adventure that it blends intense combat, free roaming exploration, and precise platforming. As Mina, a whip-wielding hollower, you'll burrow through danger and unravel the mysteries of a cursed island. A decade ago, we unearthed a groundbreaking legend. This
She's
year,
painfully
we're
reading
bringing
the
our next
teleprompter.
bona fide classic.
Painfully reading it. I see they're sticking to their chiptune music. Gotta admire that. Banger. Like it already. Not playing the game probably, but I like it. I guess if you want to play like a retro-ass game like this looks about as good as you're gonna get, you know what I mean?
All right. This is a special one. Our next game comes from a well-known developer that has done
Square at... Unscripted.
Kyle Bossman, everyone. Final Bossman. All right. Well, let me see what this says. Oh. Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means three things.
I can't believe this is
Number
unscripted.
one, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma. Debatable. B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam. And 3, you're going to do me a solid and skip that Silk Song trailer.
You're scared right now.
A revolutionary VR gaming venture that will shock the industry probably. A wet one on the lips, comma, Wade. All right, let's take a look.
Ooh, Red Band trailer. Hell yeah. Handcrafted with cuddles by
Oh,
the Merc with a
God.
Manifest. Kick back and bask in the glory of gaming's first quintuple A tropical farming sim experience. Oh, hi, new friend. Oh, yeah. Escape the
DMCA, no help.
of late-stage
Not again.
journalism and enter a world of
I'm
VR
sick of
magic and
DMCA in my
wonder.
trailers.
You'll care for exotic pets, the elderly, and this fucking thing with Hip Hop Satan. Oh, hi, don't worry, he's a fascist. He deserves this big time. This guy's a total dick. What the hell? Who designed this shit?
Well, if you like Deadpool, I guess you'll like this.
You're welcome.
By default.
Who got the lobotomy with fries? All your dreams of being inside me come true in VR. Spider-Man gets Insomniac, and I get this shit? I'm craving Korean barbecue now. Is that weird? Whoa!
Yeah, I'm not a big VR person. Visually, will say. I will say, as a VR game, it at least looks good for a VR game. You know what I mean?
Dying Light the Beast, the culmination of a decade of Techland's experience.
Like, it looks like they're at least utilizing
Crane is
VR
back
well
as the player
there.
character in this title that blends open world and action survival horror.
But not for
Let's
me.
take a look at the latest trailer with some big news: the release date.
Always want those. I'm sorry, I was yapping. What are we watching? What was the game? Oh, it has zombies. I don't care anymore.
What can you tell me about the Baron?
He's a narcissistic sociopath. He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats.
10 years late to the zombie craze.
God only knows what the Baron's planning to do with those monsters.
Man, I totally forgot we had that puppet game trailer. Wasn't that weird? Whatever the fuck that was. Yeah, like, you know, Punch Out puppet style, you know.
I don't care how high his walls are or how big his army is. That fucker will pay for what he did to me. All the years he took from me. All the agony he put me through.
You want revenge?
Damn right I do!
Man, looks so exciting. Wait, was that Roger Craig Smith? I wasn't even listening, really. I didn't sound like it to me. It probably is. The Baron's men operate out of there. You love zombies, ain't it, done? Yeah, I remember back in, I just remember forever the E3, like a handful of years ago or so, probably more than that, probably like 2018 or something, just nonstop zombie games and being so frustrated. It was like, I think the Sony presentation, just like 5 zombie games, zombie shooters.
Age films to capture the highs and lows of adolescence, the bonds of friendship and the nostalgia of growing up. Mixtape comes from Beethoven and Dinosaur, and Annapurna Interactive.
The fuck?
This is your
What is
exclusive
that?
new look at this game that
Okay,
plays like a love
surprise
letter
me.
to teenage memories.
Wow, I don't think this is made for me. Oh, that was so loud.
Hanging out.
What the fuck?
Getting buzzed. I've got to get out of this place.
Nice and audio normalization.
At the end of an era, when everything's about to change, it's time to look.
Yeah, why do they keep doing these like 80s music soundtracks for games now? Why is that making a comeback? Remember that? What was that game at the end? Intergalactic, I think it was, at the end of the Game Awards? Did the same thing. Although that one's probably gonna be better in terms of music, but you know.
Experience a retrospective like no other. Beethoven and Dinosaur invites you to relive the teenage riot, to spend one last night together
The fuck?
before school's out forever. And with a soundtrack this good, it's gonna be one.
Oh god, the Smashing Pumpkins are in it. This entire soundtrack, you are not allowed to stream this game. You cannot, you will be banned if you stream this game, just FYI. I'm pretty sure they had to remove a Smashing Pumpkins song out of one of the GTAs before too. I think it was GTA 4, I can't remember. It was either that or San Andreas, I can't remember. Alright, Adland again. Looks cool. People don't really like artsy games. I don't know if that's necessarily why, but it's nice when things look different. I can give it that kind of credit. And this is different. It's like actual anime, I guess, and then you get this. And this looks exactly like the SpongeBob game we just saw.
And just getting started. Let's put it into action.
The surge of power. Savor each.
Yeah, I agree with I did miss you said it. Who would play it? Who is this for or whatever. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure what that game, who that game would have been for.
Live on in this world. No matter what hardships await.
Whatever creature that was.
We fight for a future filled with hope. Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
No one's ever gonna remember that title. Oh, made by Bandai though. Interesting. Oh, I keep forgetting. I really want a Tales of the Abyss remaster, port, or remake even to be announced.
Japanese art with a whimsical spin on
I keep getting baited because they keep. I think they trademarked it recently or something, like the name again or something.
Developer in Bandung, Indonesia. With the help of 9 of his friends,
Where
he's
now,
built an
Jeff?
intense action beat 'em up with brutal hand-to-hand combat set in his hometown. This is Acts of Blood.
Guess like for people who grew up in the 90s. It's like, why would I grew up in the 90s. I don't want to play that shit.
No peace. Just names on the wall. The hunt isn't over. Not until I kill them all.
I'm sorry, you said one guy made this? Did I hear that right? It's like Yakuza, but indie version? I don't know. Or is that all you do in the game is just fight? I guess that's fine, whatever. For a solo dev, seems decent, you know. Yeah, there you go. You got some cool parkour shit, you know. There, keeping it fresh. I would play this before those beat 'em ups, like the one we saw earlier. I would play this before that, just for reference. You like the board before the guns? Yeah, I mean, yeah. So it's like whatever. For a solo dev, I am slightly impressed, you know.
Today. Now it is time for the reveal of the next game from Montreal-based Tribute Games, makers of TMNT Shredder's Revenge and Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you saw a little bit earlier.
Great, another
if you're
one.
Like me, you've been waiting for more than a decade for this reveal.
Maybe it's not that. I don't know. Nice soundtrack. Oh. Wasn't it? Didn't they take this off Steam or something? But I don't know if this is new or not. I never played it. This is a new game, yeah. The rights expired. Yeah, something like that. And that pissed off people because, you know, it made it like an unplayable, unaccessible game, rather. I like the soundtrack. I mean, the original game soundtrack was pretty good, too. Why are you beating up Mario Piranha plants? What are they doing here? Oh, people like that one.
Scott Pilgrim's back with his fist flying in a brand new brawling adventure in EX. You'll battle through space-time and the streets of my hometown of Toronto. With
You guys
Scott,
remember that Scott
Ramona,
Pilgrim
and 5
movie?
of their former
That's funny
rivals
shit.
In this online 4-player co-op adventure with a story written by Scott Pilgrim creator Brian Lee O'Malley. All right, we're going to be right back. But first, we have a very special message from Maggie Robertson, TGA winner in 2021 for her performance in Resident Evil Village.
Ah, there you are. Wait long. We've been preparing delightful ways to make you suffer.
Oh wait, is she the? She's the lady that everybody's like obsessed with, right? Is that her? That her, yeah.
Still thirsty? Worry not, you ungrateful wretch. There's plenty more fun to go around.
That's kind of funny that it feels like she actually is the character.
And make your decision.
What the fuck? Was that like intentional? She like is actually the character. Sort of. I know. That's funny. All right, now we're in Adland. All right. Is this DMCA somehow? She also voiced a psychopath character in Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, it seems like she's good at what she does.
Since
Alright.
the dawn of time, humankind
Couple people clapped
has
for that
been
one.
obsessed with the hard.
These ads are starting to get tiring.
Now, a glorious morning has dawned.
I think that other than obviously Liza P, there's only, I think, one game so far where it's like, I think I'll try it, if there's like a demo. Is this more DMCA? They can't keep getting away with this. Ugh, I can't get comfortable in my chair today. Maybe it's because I'm so used to streaming while, like, playing that I don't even, like, think about it. Never really thought of that.
What are you doing here? Come with me.
No, I don't think I will.
At first, I thought it was just broken synapses in my head. Keep your lens feet on.
Now every time there's a vocal song, I'm just like, is this DMCA? It probably is. I just wish they would stop putting the what like.
It's just knocking to get out.
It's like you're not movies. You don't need to do that.
Maybe this is the real me. Diaz, you were a good soldier.
Is that Sykes or Kirk or whatever? I think it is. I think that was him. Pretty certain. Yeah, the moon.
It's activating.
All right, fun ad sequence. Oh my god.
I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of IO
That's
Interactive.
fire.
We can't wait for you to discover Mindside when it launches on June the 10th.
Brilliant audio
Killer Rocket
placement
Boy
this event
and
so
IO
far.
partners.
You missed a
And
few, no
yes,
Square yet.
you might have noticed
Technically
84/7 will
Square,
be
what game was
contracted
it?
for a very
There's a
special
game
assignment in
that we
Red
saw
Dead
earlier that Square's part of. Might be
This week-
producing, but yeah. I thought this was a decent trailer. I don't. It's like it feels like an Uncharted game kind of thing.
This week
Feel.
we finally
I don't think
revealed
I'd play it,
007
but it
first
seemed
light
kind
to
of
the
cool.
world, and your reactions were
The Among Us game. Yeah, it's like Among Us, but
2026.
not Among Us.
But we want to make the wait more exciting.
I was like, oh, this sounds like
We're bringing
Yoko
someone
music, and then
into
I saw
Hitman
Square at the end. I was like, oh,
Assassination
maybe that's why.
who is very dear to the Bond universe. Let's take a look.
Wait, we're watching this again? What the fuck? I didn't like it enough to want to have it take over this event again. I don't know.
Your target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre, a financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld. He
Okay.
has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable.
I've invited these people for a reason. I know their weaknesses. Mr. Rengang, he's too impatient, and Miss Bai, well, she likes a drink. Don't know about the newcomer, Mr. Smith, though. He's the only wild card. Well, this is turning into an interesting evening.
Welcome to the VIP room here at the Casino Monarchique.
Reaper. Unusual name.
Names are for friends, wouldn't you agree, Mr. Le Chiffre?
Weird. Anyway. It's not what I thought it was going to be when I was
There you have it. Hitman
first
and
interpreting that.
007 are coming together in a very unexpected way.
Oh my god, shoutouts to my
players
Beyonce
waited
Kiwi
a
for the
long
tier
time to
3
double
130 month
007
sub.
first
How's it going?
It's just around the corner, coming out
Pretty lackluster actually.
However, Hitman is live right now.
They have a
So
lot of
why
co-op
wait?
games. showing up
asked
though.
a fellow Danish friend
But I don't
to
think you
join
would
me
like
here.
any of them.
As a matter of fact, he is here with us today.
That's right, everyone at Summer Game Fest, please welcome the great Mads Mikkelsen. Good to see you, Mads. Thank you for
Maybe
joining
there are no
us.
big
Thanks for coming to
guns.
Summer
They haven't
Game
really
Fest.
brought out really anything yet, I
Mads,
feel.
you are
Well,
Cliff,
you know what
but
I
you're
mean, not
also
like
Agent
top
47's
stuff.
next target as Le Chiffre, the villain we know from Casino Royale.
Yep, that's it. And you know, this is, I've always had a deep love for this character. It's a role that means a lot to me because of a lot of reasons. So when Haggard gave me the chance to step into the shoes of Le Chiffre once again, I did not hesitate for 1 second. But this time is a little different. He's more
Yeah, they are a
confident.
good collab. Yeah, it makes sense.
Dangerous.
It makes sense.
He's not just a brilliant mind hiding behind a desk. He is visceral, unpredictable, and ruthless. And let's just say this time he doesn't outsource the violence anymore.
I always like when actors show up and they actually feel like they know
So
what
this
they're
mission
talking
is
about.
set in a casino in Paris. We want to make an homage to the movie Casino Royale, while keeping surprises for our players.
What, Nintendo, you
James
haven't
Bond
washed
and
off your
Agent
clown
47
makeup
have
yet?
Very different set of skills, and the mission will be handled in very different creative ways.
Yeah, he's not going to beat me in poker. He's going to figure something else out.
Secretly, I want a 7R Part 3 teaser trailer at least, but I'm sure we won't get that. It might be too soon.
sure,
It's only been a
exactly.
year since the last game.
Schiffer is always like 2 steps ahead of you. He reads you before you read him, so it's a little like bringing
And we got
a
Tactics as
chess
state of
player to a
play, so
poker
Final
game.
Fantasy might be tapped out
We
if they
built
don't
the
do
mission
that.
to allow several
They're not going to
pilots,
announce.
unexpected
17's not around the
characters,
corner, I'm
appearances,
sure.
and even custom poker mechanics.
If they even do it.
All right, well, when do we get to play this?
They probably will.
That's the best part. We wanted to surprise you, so the team is updating the game as we speak. Le Chiffre, Elusive Target mission
Sorry,
starts
Liza P already beat you
today
there.
in a few hours. For only 30 days, and if you play it, you will unlock a unique reward in 007 First Light.
Amazing. All right. Well, Hakan Mods, thanks for joining us for Summer Game Fest. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks for
Thank you
having
so
us.
much.
Thank
All right,
you.
great to see you. Great stuff. All right, now here's the announcement of a new party game coming later this year that will delight LEGO fans, made with over 1 million LEGO bricks, 300 minifigures, and over 700
Roll the clip.
minifigure combinations.
It's Saturday night somewhere, so make some noise for LEGO Party!
Get ready!
For a nail-biting competition.
We're minifigures, Dad.
It's LEGO game number 2 in this presentation.
It's an action-packed contest to
All you gamer dads that have gamer kids, here you go. Anyway, yeah, I keep thinking Tales of the Abyss. I really wish that's my other hope. I'm coping with that clown makeup right now. You know, I want Tales of the Abyss to be ported finally. Because right now it's stuck on PS2 and 3DS, I think it was, which is obviously not viable.
It's actually more like 60.
I would play the fuck out of that again. So yeah, that. Oh, and you know, Crash and Spyro is a given, but I don't know about those franchises right now. I think they're probably dead.
Yes, anything.
Okay, but certainly
With all the game layoffs with those companies lately, probably rip in peace, you know.
smashing a crate.
Those were literally just on screen, Chad.
Wow! We've got all that and more in LEGO Party! Whoa, that is looking mighty tasty.
Woo!
All right, next, a new look at a new team shooter from Dreamhaven and Moonshot Games. 20 players across 5 ships venture into the most treacherous region of space, hoping to get their hands on the artifact. The game is called Wildgate, and the open beta starts next week during Steam Next Fest. And we're also very happy to announce the game will launch on July 24th for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox.
Another
Let's
shoot,
see
yeah.
what it means to get into some serious space shenanigans.
Oh, cool. It's Concord too. All right. Well, that's a wrap. Wait, is this the one where you like play as like animals or something? Did I see that right? No. The one we saw at Game Awards, I think.
ship is flying.
I think it is. Looks the same.
Is that the artifact?
Safe with me.
This'll be good.
I mean, maybe as long as they don't make, as long as it's not a $4 million project and it doesn't take like 5+ years to make, maybe it'll be good. Or they
I'm
won't
proud to reveal to you the
go
next
bankrupt.
game from Toronto-based Drinkbox Studios, the team behind the Guacamelee series and Nobody Saves the World.
I have
They're making a
zero
fun
idea
indie
what
game
any of
that
that
can be played
was.
alone or with a friend in co-op. You can find out more during Day of the Devs right after the show, but for now, here is the global reveal of Blighted.
It makes sense that they wouldn't have like everything good at the end, but it feels like so far it's just been a lot of nothing. Not nothing, but nothing really crazy.
It began with the ancient rituals. The dead buried with a seed from the trees of memory. Those who ate of the fruit saw the lives they lived and passed their knowledge to future generations. Until
You thought the Lego puzzle game looked pretty neat? Yeah, I don't know.
for power,
I don't think I could get excited about a Lego game.
spreading this blight. You harbor it too, I see.
We've already seen like I think 3 or 4 games that look exactly like this in terms of style. Not style, but gameplay, I think.
Should you fall, pray the vultures consume you before the blight does.
Okay, are we going into Adland or no? Okay, ill.
There is more Blighted coming up right after the show in Day of the Devs. All right, next is a first-person survival action horror game from Team Clout. It's a new
Great.
team of 50 with founders in Canada and Armenia. They partnered with the new Munfish Powerhouse label to bring this insane Unreal Engine 5 game to life with unpredictable
Liza P
monsters
trophy
and
list just
visceral
updated. Ah,
dismemberment.
fuck! I'm gonna
Here,
have to. I have to get all the trophies. I don't think the Liza P plat was too bad. I think it was pretty reasonable, so I'm sure I'll be fine. Liza P after party. Now I gotta save those for my own streams. I guess we'll start it towards the tail end of next week, I think. Maybe I can do like a lengthy stream or something for it, so doesn't feel as short. I'll probably want to know roughly how many hours it is, but the problem with that is it obviously depends on whether you get walled on fights or you know. I don't think Liza P is hard. It's probably not going to be hard to figure out where to go. The base game, progression was pretty straightforward. It's fairly linear. But if, you know, when you're playing a Souls-like and it has hard fights, which the DLC I'm sure will have hard fights, it's gonna be, you know, hard to gauge how long it's supposed to take. What the fuck? Anyway, next. You like, hey, you don't give a shit about it. Yeah, I don't give a shit about zombie stuff.
2025's most anticipated shooters, with its previous beta amassing over 300,000.
I've never liked zombie stuff, so I don't think I ever will.
In this game, you explore a sci-fi universe and pilot.
It's surprising to me how many people do like zombie stuff. That they're still a thing.
Listed game, players are clamoring to know just one thing: when is the release date? Well, here is Mecha Break's latest trailer with the answer you've all been waiting for.
Yeah, the boss trophies could be progression trophies, and yeah, gestures make sense. Yeah.
To advance its Project Enterprise.
I don't think this is DMCA, right? You know what? Fine. You get a mech game per presentation, right? You get one of those. Nothing wrong with that. It's not a zombie game. It's not another first-person shooter. You know, that's cool. Actually, yeah, I was gonna say actually Banger Song kind of funny enough. Even though it feels like it's 15 FPS, I mean, yeah. Left 4 Dead's amazing because it's silly. Yeah, exactly. I'm down with this song because it's like, it makes me think of XenoX. Not buying it, but it's fine.
In this next title, small-scale players traverse the oversized world around them, filled with local wildlife and hostile machines. Built by a small 8-person studio.
Okay.
This is Infinitesimals.
Sure, let's check it out. Small dev team is like the old days, you know?
Mechanicals approaching.
Alright, no gameplay. Yeah, I know, right?
We must now face a stark reality. The industrial civilization we were expecting to join
Is this like a first-person shooter for Pikmin or something?
is no more.
This is a little silly. Just remember though, it's not zombies, so that's a W already.
Find a way.
They look like the characters from Ants. FPS Bugs Life, yeah, like what the fuck?
2026 marks the 30th anniversary of a
Weird game.
legendary video game franchise that I think we all know very well.
Wait, what 16-year, did he say, what is it? I don't think it's Kingdom Hearts, guys.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, this is Resident Evil, man.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh, she's back again.
And to celebrate early, a special message from Takeuchi-san.
マギーさんありがとうございます。カプコン竹内です。皆様のおかげでバイオハザードも30周年を迎えることができました。ありがとうございます。さて、お待たせしているバイオハザードの最新作なんですが、もう少しだけ、あと瞬きするぐらいの間だけお待ちいただければと思います。それでは、これからも
All right, an announcement for an announcement. That's my favorite. They did that with what at the State of Play? There was a fucking
All right. Thank you, Takeuchi-san,
a game
for that very special message.
that they
We
said
cannot
will
wait
show
for when the
gameplay
time
soon
is
or
right
something. That
to
was
share
interesting.
more leading
Forgot
into
what it
the
was.
anniversary of Resident Evil. Now it is time for the next big update for a beloved franchise.
Could be anything. Okay, it's not at all what I was expecting. What franchise is this?
Let's rumble.
What the fuck? Suddenly I'm anime. Was this like DLC or something for it? I don't know. I guess I'm not sure yet. Like, that's what I assume, but I could be wrong. I don't really follow Street Fighter. Hey, they put Sagat in Street Fighter. Well, there you go, DLC, alright. Tekken next. Okay. The fuck is this? Guys, is this Fortnite? It is, yeah. I never watched Fortnite, so I actually have no idea. I wasn't even like trying to be funny. It looks just like it. Yeah, I don't know. Is it? I don't. Now you guys are making me question. Are we watching trash or is it Fortnite? I don't know. It's the 80s thing again. Yes, exactly. I don't understand either why this presentation is all like 80s stuff. It's very confusing. It's more 70s. Yeah, you're probably right.
Wish list now.
That might as well have been an ad. It looks just like Fortnite.
That was Last Flag, a new online action game from the new indie studio Night Street Games, which is the ultimate game of capture the flag set in the 1970s. As you saw, the closed alpha will be starting later this year. Next, we have a beautiful new trailer for a Souls-like action RPG game developed in China
Souls-like.
by Lenzi.
We don't have enough of those.
Fallen Feathers, which is launching on July 24th. Here's a look.
Probably a skip from me. I just can't keep playing every Souls-like that looks somewhat interesting. They end up mostly not being.
Is this bloodshed really what you wanted? Fate is all set in stone. You can't change how it ends.
I know, it's like, I don't know. Imagine if they announced a new RPG where they were like Final Fantasy-like, you know? It would be like that. This is kind of like Sekiro a little bit, I guess. I'm not sold though, but I don't know. Maybe it will be on like PlayStation Plus and I'll get it for free and then I'll be interested to try it eventually. The first question would be which Final Fantasy exactly. Yeah, that is funny because typically a lot of them are different. Adland?
Gotta rescue them. This is what we gotta protect. We cannot choose when people's dreams get snatched up out here.
Guys, we're about 15 minutes away, and I feel like we haven't really seen anything that's been quite impressive yet. Has there been anything that anyone would consider impressive? Like, exciting or impressive. I mean, there's been a lot of like, oh, that looks neat, you know. You feel bad for people who buy tickets to go to this. Yeah, I mean, you know, I get it. It's probably exciting just to experience it in person, but I couldn't imagine spending money for that. Because you don't even know at all what you're getting out of it. Conventions or whatever. Conferences could be just huge
Ghostface
flops.
Killer is calling on you to rescue his Wu brothers.
Sonic
Wu-Tang
Racing's
Rise of the
Crossworld.
Receiver
That
is
was
a new
surprisingly
co-op
hype,
action
but
RPG with
it
anime
still
style
discount
fighting.
Mario
It's the debut
Kart,
title from the
unfortunately, as much as
53-member
I would rather it
Crossline
succeed than Mario
Entertainment.
Kart.
Now, here's a new look at Guild Wars 2, which has new updates, including player housing
Another
and is
2.
free to play. This weekend, to celebrate SGF, you can take advantage of double XP all weekend long.
You also think Sonic Racing was the best? I don't know if I would think it was, but
takes me far from home, where shared struggles form fast bonds.
My greatest
and I'm leaving Liza P out because we already knew it's coming. That doesn't really count, and we saw a trailer already, so it's like that. It was just the DLC being released announcement, so I wouldn't count that as like a hype thing. Well, an exciting thing that was announced. You know, I know I'm like contradicting myself a little bit there, but you know what I mean. I watch these for like that, you know, actual game announcements, not the DLC dates. The fuck? Well, now we're definitely in Adland. I've never heard of this. This must be like another, what is this, another Gacha Mobile or something? No. Yeah, I think there's only been like one thing I've been like, I might try it. Oh, there's Wuthering Waves again. Oh, hey, there's Genshin. Oh, they're all together. Okay. Here's all the Gacha bubbles. Well, at least they're rapid firing this ad, I guess. That's cool. Why does this feel like this is the end of the press? It's not, but it's like they're recapping a lot of stuff now. There's the Sonic game again. This can't be the end. They're, you know, we would have known. Jeff wouldn't have been like, here's an ad to end the conference. Oh yeah, wow, Cyberpunk on Switch 2 is something you never would have expected, I think, in terms of like functionality, but you know, here we are.
Long story.
So things have changed.
Here is another game throwing back to a classic animation style. Enter a surreal world where you're a down-on-his-luck outcast who has to battle his inner demons, literally, in this action roguelike. Here's Into the Unwell.
It's fucking music. What the fuck? Another oversaturated genre. It's mostly because if one game succeeds really well in a genre, then everybody else wants to do it. That's just the way it's always been like that, but I think conferences like these have exasperated it. Because, you know, back in the like older E3 days, you wouldn't see a lot of like these type of games be shown probably. Or they wouldn't get like the time of day compared to like the main ones.
Too much for someone like you.
This definitely looks a little, quite whatever.
It won't always be so easy.
Kind of reminds you of 3D Cuphead. Yeah, kind of. Once again, Cuphead was such a... Obviously, like, Cuphead was based off of, old-style cartoons, so... It's not like they invented it, but they were the first to really do it in a game, and now that it succeeded, now others are like, ooh, that seems like a pretty interesting style we could do.
Hey guys,
E3 is still
I'm
dead,
Ian
yes.
Prue, the co-founder of 1047 Games.
47?
When we started
I
Splitgate
should work
in our
there.
dorm room, we just wanted to make,
Make
a game
FPS great again.
and 20 million of you
Unless
played
zombies
with
are
us.
involved, then don't do it.
Now, with the help from our amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2. Why? Because I grew up playing Halo, and I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year, and I wish we could have Titanfall 3.
I think this guy's kind of spitting
With
somewhat,
Splitgate 2,
but
we
I don't
asked
care about
ourselves, how
FPSs
would we take
enough
Portals to the
to
next level?
analyze him that
What
much.
if you could portal to entirely different worlds?
But there's definitely plenty
So we
of
combined the action,
rabid
movement,
old
and gunplay
Halo
of arena
fans
shooters with the scale and intensity of something much bigger. Splitgate
that don't like
Battle
Call of
Royale
Duty.
launches free right now, and it's fucking awesome.
But yeah, this is supposed to be the new E3, basically. That's everyone's pointing that out. This is like E3 now for us.
Just look at that water placement. Expertly done. This is the epitome of sport. We are splitting savants and jetpacks.
What are the chances this doesn't look generic?
You can't stop what you can't catch. Can he complete the comeback? He's going to try. He shoots. He gets the kill. Now that's how you portal. They're not done yet. They got one. They got another. They got
Do I just not understand? Like, I grew up with, like, GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. Do I just not understand I did play Halo, like, once. Do I just not understand FPSs enough to differentiate them and be like, oh, that's one looks cool? Fucking DMCA music! Stop it! This is probably a heavily DMCA song. Probably high tier. It's just Halo and Portal combined, okay. They're all the same. You have to try really hard to make something that doesn't look jacked to exist. Yeah, which makes... I wish I could say, like, I wish they just wouldn't. But I know it's all money, you know? Most of them, anyway. So, like, oh, maybe we can, It really is like Portal, but FPS. Do you think Valve, like, patented that or something? Probably not.
Now we are honored to showcase the latest project from the talented minds at RGG Studios.
That's true. After playing Perfect Dark, how can any other FPS compare? The character fits just look boring. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I make this, I point this out a lot. It's like, I feel like the way I feel about FPS is the way probably FPS players feel about, like, RPGs. Like, especially, like, the anime-looking RPGs where they probably feel like they're all the same. But FPSs, I definitely am like, this looks like the same thing. It's like, alright, you have Portal mechanics, but your characters look generically terrible. The area looks generically terrible. I don't know. What is this? What do we do in this? What is this? At least this is different, whatever this is. This doesn't look that generic. Wow. Dude, he took that like a champ.
Got a name?
Mako Daito.
Daito. A Jap then, huh?
Can't say that.
I look like one.
You're not? So, what are you then?
Is that Steve Blum? Maybe. Vaguely did sound like him. I don't think this is my kind of game, but I suppose I'll keep an eye on it. It looked... It was different. I am happy for different at this point. In the last like 7 minutes of this presentation.
Set in 1915, and now the full name has been revealed. Stranger Than Heaven, the brand new title from RGG Studio. This time it's now 1943, and knowing RGG, I'm sure more surprises are surely on their way. All right, well, we're almost done here, but we do have one final, very special global game announcement to share with all of you who've been waiting. Today, we've showcased a lot of projects from teams around the world.
One more, all right.
Many brand new studios, and we're proud of that. But this one comes from a studio that is no stranger to delivering blockbuster games time and again.
If it's
When I
Square,
first got a
that's
glimpse
nuts
at
if
this
they get the
project
last
summer, I was absolutely blown
last
away by the
slot.
scale, scope, and ambition.
Because they don't
of
usually
this
get
developer's
final slots,
vision.
I don't think, ever.
Well, there are
well, in
many
this
places,
these
really any
events.
place this game could have been revealed. We are so deeply honored that we get to share it with the world.
Well, it doesn't sound like it's going to be 7R Part 3, and probably not Cage 4. Definitely not Cage 4. Or 7R. What is this? It's Death Stranding 2, another trailer. Sora gets an office job. I can't wait to go on Twitter for all the Cage fans to cry. It's gonna be fun. I can't believe they didn't give us an update. Maybe the next event, guys. I'm pretty sure it'll be at that one.
Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
I have no idea what this could possibly be yet. Or what company even made this.
Coming.
It feels different, at least. Once again, I'm praising different. But so far, this feels like it's been the worst Summer Game Fest I've watched out of the handful of ones that have been so far.
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days tops.
Put a hold on that for now.
This could be like a new IP, maybe,
found
or
another body.
like a really
One
hard
that
to
exhibits
figure
the
out
same
sequel.
pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
What is this? Hey! Help!
I don't think this is Saw. Saw the game. I'm sure they probably already made games of that movie franchise.
They're coming. I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
This feels like Resident Evil to me, but it's probably not.
All these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Because that would be weird if they did the thing earlier and then didn't just do it with this or something.
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Somebody that did what do you call it? The audience figured out something I didn't. It is Ari. Oh god. Great. So they did do it, even though we already had sort of a. Wait. So they had the trailer saying, you know, we'll update you soon or wait or whatever, and then they just did a trailer later anyway.
Resident Evil Requiem. And it will be playable to fans this August at Gamescom, where it will also be
Less than a
hosting
year,
Opening Night
okay.
Live on Tuesday, August 19th. Resident Evil Requiem marks a bold shift.
That was
for
the
franchise, both in
RPD
tone
side.
and
Okay,
gameplay,
that's
and
probably
today's
why.
reveal
Whatever,
isn't
figured
just
out.
about survival horror. Expect high stakes.
Yeah, I'm not the target
cinematic
audience
action
either of
too,
it.
With much more to share soon, leading up to its launch on February 27th.
Resident Evil fans get to eat a lot, I've noticed. Just in general. You know, they get all their ports and remakes and stuff and new games and whatever.
The surprise. All right. That's going to do it for our live Summer Game Fest show. Let's thank our co-host, Lucy James.
Ooh.
Did she do a great job, everyone? Good job. Lucy got to see the trailer for the first time.
Yeah, that's true. They do grind.
So secret.
Very top secret. All good. All right. Well, there's much more Summer Game Fest to come. Make sure to visit
Yeah.
summergamefest.com
Liza
to
P,
see
obviously, the only
all the
thing
digital
that
events
was
this weekend.
interesting because
You
they
can watch
announced
even
it
more
today
games,
to me,
including
so I was like,
the
oh
Xbox
fuck,
Game
that
Showcase
surprised
on
me, but that
Sunday.
doesn't count as
Stay
like
tuned
a
online
a
to
hype
see coverage of
announcement in
many of the
terms of
playable
like,
games at Summer
you know,
Game
new
Fest Play
games or
Days
like an
taking
update
place
to
this
games or
weekend
anything.
in LA.
And make sure to stay tuned for Day of the Devs, which is coming up next with additional new reveals from incredible independent studios around
Yeah, I'm
the
sorry,
world
I'm not gonna
and
watch
take a look at some of
the
the
indie
independent games we
sequence.
showcased today. Thanks so much, everyone.
Well, so now next week I'm gonna play Liza P DLC. We'll start that up. I'll see if I can probably do a long stream of it next week.
August 19th. Thanks, everybody.
Because I'm on quote unquote vacation next week. So I'll probably try to do a longer stream of it. Okay, so there was a lot shown, but I feel like a lot of it was just whatever. Why was that so loud? What the fuck? I turned it down and everything. Anyway, God, there was a fucking, I mean, the Code Vein, what was it, Code Vein 2, I was like, if there's a demo, I might try it, it looks okay, but, you know, you guys were pretty adamant that the first game blew, so I'm like, I'll maybe demo it. I think there was one other game I was like, I might try, but it was way early on, so I'll have to rewatch to remember, but, because I'm trying to write down games now that I'm interested in, because I just forget these conferences a lot. You're gonna go gouge your eyes out if you see the words cloud makeup again. I mean, that's all, especially with the Cage community, that's just our thing, I guess. You know, every single conference event, every Cage person's like, here comes the cloud makeup. And now they're all going to be complaining on Twitter that, well, maybe not complaining, but just being disappointed. Like, oh, I thought for sure this was going to have something. I'm like, yeah, the only thing Square had in this was what, the Among Us Clue game, which oh yeah, that was the one where I was like, I wonder if that soundtrack is done by Yokai. I want to figure that one out. I don't think that's a game I'll play. I think Square's name was attached to something else, but it might have been small. Or not Hitman, maybe? I don't know if that counts. But maybe that's what I'm thinking of. What the fuck is this? I had more fun watching State of Play. I'm not gonna fucking lie. And it's not just because of tactics. It's because I thought it was a really well done cut. 2 hours for this felt. It was just, I don't know. It was like, just felt like a whole lot of nothing. I didn't get like a lot of updates I was hoping for on other stuff. Like the stuff that was shown at Game Awards, they didn't update like anything that I was interested in. Because there's still that Tides of Annihilation game I want to see an update on.
Back for more?
I want to see more of that and be like, is this a demo, you know? Thank you, Pablo Stark, for the 46-month sub. Appreciate it. Stay subs a lot. Thank you for the support. What about you guys? You guys, any games that were shown that you're like, I want to try that? Or is it just like a whole lot of no's for you guys?
We're excited to share with you No Goblin's new
None. Jeez. Not even the Sonic game the best? Like the Sonic kart racing? The Sonic racing game was tempting until it included Minecraft. That can't be the deal breaker for you.
Picture this.
As annoying as it is, I'm sure if you were already wanting to play it, that wouldn't be what would stop you. Yeah, it is. All right. Very anti-Minecraft. I get it. You don't do racing games? Oh, okay. Yeah, Liza P DLC. Yeah, of course. That's my. Yeah. Stranger Than Heaven. Yeah, yeah. I was going to keep my eye on that. I'll have to see more. I was like, it could be fun. Probably need another trailer showing a little bit more. So I think I maybe came away with like 3 things that aren't Liza P, which I'm not playing anyway. That might try. I just didn't get a whole lot. Yeah, like so I got more out of State of Play than that. Like State of Play had like Neo 3 looks cool, fucking Tactics Remastered. I think there was one other thing that was pretty the game preservation stuff in the State of Play was also really cool to see. I don't think there was any talk of that in this. I'm just surprised it was that boring. I really expected. I feel like I expected at least something more interesting to show up. Oh yeah, and the James Bond thing was actually kind of cool too in State of Play. I was like, if you like your movie style games, it's probably like up there, I would think. Like if you like your Uncharted, it's probably just like that, maybe. But in this one, it felt like we had like 7 FPSs show, and that were all like very similar. It just gets so stale.
We can't wait to see what you play.
And they do it because of money, obviously. Like if it's, that's the whole problem with Souls like now. Is like everybody wants to cash in on Soulsborne. Because they're like, oh, well, it's so popular. We just got to make a hard action RPG just like them. Yeah. I need to play Yakuza 0 at least. I mean, I don't know if maybe one day I'll try one of them for fun. They do seem a little crazy. Like, I probably would have an okay time playing them. But they're not on my radar yet. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in that was impressive. I have nothing to talk about in terms of excitement. This looks familiar, whatever this is. Oh. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. I think we're just done. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go eat dinner, I guess. I think it's either Sunday or Monday I'll be doing a run, so I'll figure out which day.